What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the live show. I am your host, Antoine Roy. It is Friday. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's been a really long week. I think last when I looked at my timesheet, I was pretty close to like 55-ish hours or so. So I could not wait to get here, sit down and look forward to having the day off the next day. Um, yeah, it's been a long one, so we're going to go ahead and kick off the weekend like we always do. Let's see. Let's start off with the cigar, or should I say, Black and Mild. Tonight's flavor is apple. I got me a 5 pack of these on the way home at the new Royal Farms that opened up about 10 minutes away. Go ahead and peel this thing out. I might do a little bit of leaning and laying back tonight because your boy is tired. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this lit. All right. Now that we got that lit, cheers to y'all. Tonight's drink. Gonna go ahead and get one poured up because definitely been looking forward to this as well. First, got to get our ice ball going on. Let me set this black down for a second so we can get me a good pour. Tonight, I'm gonna throw back some Crown Royal Blackberry. Oh Lord, somebody gonna put the top on this tight. About that much for right now because we're actually mixing this tonight. Saw something interesting at the Royal Farms, and I think it might be pretty good mixed in. Little wild cherry and cream Pepsi. So we're going to go ahead and top off the glass with that. Let the ice ball float in there for a little bit. I had this in the freezer, so everything still should be pretty cold. This apple Black and Mild got it smelling right out here. Nice and toasty out here too. Not only do I have my hoodie on and this hat, but if you look up there, got my propane heater off the TikTok shop. Put that together. That came. So your boy's feeling nice and toasty and comfortable out here. Might accidentally fall asleep once this live is over, but this done marinated enough. So cheers to y'all to the weekend. The cream and the Pepsi goes really, really good with that. I don't know about the Pepsi part just yet. We'll just have to sip on that for a little bit longer and see how it goes over the taste bud over time. It is starting to smooth out a little bit though, so let's see. I see we got some comments. Robert Samuel, what's going on, Rob? Ain't heard from you in a while. Hope you're doing fine. Take a shot for you. Yes, sir. But this one's dedicated to you. To Robert, y'all. I've been a little bit of everywhere this week. If you follow me on Snapchat and been keeping up with me on there, I I've been in Northern Virginia. I've been in Richmond. A couple of days in Richmond, not too far from the airport. Couple of days in Northern Virginia. I had to drill 50 plus safe deposit boxes Luckily, I had a couple guys with me. I had some pictures on Snapchat. If you don't follow me in any of my social accounts, they're right there at the bottom of the screen. I'll leave that down there for a little bit so you guys can look me up and whatnot. But yeah, I was drilling safe deposit boxes. I was installing locks and cameras and all kinds of stuff this week. So I've been looking forward to this. I've been ready to kick back for a while now. Got a lot to look forward to this weekend. That's supposed to be really, really cold tomorrow. I think it's only here in Virginia. It's only supposed to be like a high of 37 ish. Um, I still might take my catfish rod out and try to go fishing. I was going to go fishing last weekend. I was had the truck packed up. I was ready to go. I was taking Gavin with me, but he came up with some real bad cough. Luckily, he didn't have a fever or anything, and he complained about his throat. It hurt really, really bad. Plus, every store we went to that normally has like bait and stuff didn't have any bait and had a hard time finding it. Um, but I'm probably gonna wake up in the morning and hop in the truck and go see if I can find some and see if we can get on some catfish tomorrow because Super Bowl Sunday is here, or coming rather, and I think I want some fried catfish for that. Although I made up some delicious dips and stuff on my Simple Life of Bigfella channel. That crab dip, you guys. If you haven't watched that video, go watch that. That Maryland crab dip came out something serious. And so we got Aubrey in the house. How you doing, Aubrey? Happy Friday. Man, this black and mild doesn't have much of an apple taste. Like you smell the bud of it, you can smell the apple, but it doesn't have much of an apple taste. Should have went with the cream one. Like yeah, I'm now hindsight. I definitely should have went with the cream with the wild cherry and cream soda and the blackberry Crown Royal. I think the cream cigar would have cigar black and mild would have paired way better. Give it a few more minutes and we'll jump into tonight's topics. For the fishing side of things, the arguments have already starting for the year about people who keep bass. I know a lot of the bass fishermen are up in arms about the people that keep it. Um, I've kept bass before. We'll get into that later. But for the ordinary, like simple life side, we'll talk about if you guys think our marriages last like our grandparents' marriages, because I think my grandparents are over 50 years married, and like I feel like that's not really common. Like they're not like heard of like talking about with my generation. So I want to talk about see if we can come up with some reasons why. Um, Barbara says she's definitely got to try that soda now. Yeah, I done mixed both of these, and the Pepsi is it's working its way to. I'm liking it a little bit more with this cranberry. The more I sip on it, I wish it had a little more of a heavier like cream taste to it. The cherry is coming through nice though. DH Lamar says need some more hunting videos. Man, I've been meaning to get on these hunting videos. I wanted to try to hunt last year. It didn't work out for me. My son got to go though. But I checked over all my gear. I just needed way too much stuff to even get into it for the year in such short time frame. But right now, as we speak, I've been slowly getting stuff I need because your boy's going to be out in the woods somewhere after some deer, some rabbit, some squirrel, even. Ooh, excuse me. I think I even want to try to go after some turkey. My father-in-law's cousin has been asking me to come out there to the Shenandoah Valley, and he said he'll call in a turkey for me. So I'm gonna take him up on that this year. Oh, in other news, though, we just me and the wife were talking last night, and we actually locked in the date. I put in my PTO time for it and all that stuff. So now we just need to get everything lined up. But I took off 2 weeks at the end of January because me and the family are going to drive from Virginia to Washington State. We're going to visit some friends out there, and we're going to stop in Illinois. And there's a Bass Pro Shop in Peoria, Illinois. There's some hotels in front of that. We're going to stay in the hotels there, and we're going to do some fishing for Fishing the 50 to see if I can catch a fish out there. And then we're going to drive, I think, 16 or 18 hours into South Dakota. We're going to go see Mount Rushmore, and we're going to try to do some fishing in there. And I'm going to do some fishing out in Washington. I haven't really decided what states I want to stop at on the way back, but I'm looking at hit at least 4, maybe 5 states to and from Washington. Try to get caught back up on Fishing the 50. Plus, there's talks of me going to training for my job in Kentucky, where I haven't also fished at, and plan on trying to catch a couple fish out there. I'll be out there for like a week, so there's going to be plenty of opportunity. So hopefully, I'll be able to get on a fish or two in Kentucky as well. So, got a lot planned for the fishing side of things, but don't worry, DH Lamar. These hunting videos are going to be cranking out soon once that fall weather comes in and deer and turkey season comes in. But I tell y'all, I'm super excited about this trip in June. I'm so looking forward to it. I can't wait. Although my back is kind of hurt just thinking about it, like having to sit in the car. I think in total it is a 40-hour drive one way. That's why we took 2 weeks off. Want to take out take 3 days to get out there, spend some time with the friends, drive back in like 3 or 4 days, and fish in between, see some sights and whatnot. I haven't been. The only time I've been in the Midwest is when I flew out to. We didn't fly. We drove to Nebraska for my wife's grandma's 80th birthday, and we hung out there. And I didn't fish or anything like that. Although we were near a nice looking lake, didn't get to fish or anything. And I don't even think I had a YouTube channel at the time. But that's the only time I've been out to the Midwest. But we're going to change that and see some of these sites. All right. So I gotta ask, who do y'all got for the Super Bowl? I know and I feel like everybody I've been talking to, like it seems like everybody's rooting for the Eagles. Nobody wants to see the Chiefs win the third one. Um well, a lot of the reasons they feel like their refs have been like helping the Chiefs a lot this season. And they just don't want to see a Super Bowl winner win it like that. Pretty much being handed the game, being given like costly penalties to aid them out. Somebody just added me on Snapchat. Appreciate that. I couldn't quite catch the name. Social media info is right there at the bottom of the screen. Been posting on Snapchat every day. I've been I know one day this week I was flooding Snapchat like with all kinds of randomness. I was like listening to music as I was like riding down the road. Picture of this, picture of that, video of this. it's a good way to keep up with what I'm doing daily. If you're interested in that, so definitely go follow me on Snapchat. I'm super active on that. All right, let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this show. I think we're going to go ahead and start with nobody really asked me this, but I saw it on Facebook and it got me to thinking. So let's go ahead and kick off a segment called Ask a Big Fella. So the question that was posed to me, I guess I could say it called out to me more than anything, is why aren't marriages lasting like our grandparents' generation? Open discussion about it. Um, I think it's just different times. Like back then, everything was a little more affordable, so grandma could stay at home. So, like, I don't want to say she depended on grandpa for just about it, like everything, but the family dynamic was a little more different. Um, Now that both mom and dad, you have to work now to be able to keep a roof over the head and food on the table. It's I mean, and it's a great thing too. Like everything is a little more even, I guess. If um, I don't know if that's how I want to word it, like even, but um, I feel like things are a little more. I don't know. The word come to me in a minute, but I really think that that has a lot to do with it. Plus, you think about like, grandma and grandma was not calling granddad all day while he's at work trying to make money for the family. Now that we have cell phones and stuff like that, they're constantly checking up on each other throughout the day, which is sweet, but you don't have a chance to miss each other. Like granddad would leave the house like 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes he don't get home till like 6, 7. Grandma been thinking about him all day. Granddad been thinking about her all day, and like he just can't wait to get in the house to embrace his woman and give her a kiss and spend some time with her. But I mean, there is hope for us, like our generation. Like we just have to find different ways to like stay in love. Me and my wife, we got it down pat, so we ain't got nothing to worry about. I feel like the simpler you can keep things, the easier it is to be able to maintain a marriage. Um, me and my wife's relationship is so simple that we'll like make it a thing to like just go like even like when we go to run like errands and stuff like that, do the grocery shopping. Um, we make it a little date day. We'll go get kava or something like that. We're feeling really good. We'll go hit some sushi. Just spending time with each other. This all really boils down to. We show each other appreciation, that kind of stuff. Loving each other and each other's love languages is a big key. I'm going to ease back on the alcohol a little bit. I think this is going to be my last little mixed drink before I just kick over the soda because your boy has not ate anything. I literally got home. I I tried to start the live show at 8. It was a little bit late today. I apologize about that, but I didn't finish in Richmond until like 5:30, and I had to make it here, get everything on the deck set up with the lights, the heat, to make sure I had all my content, in my studio and StreamYard. But I made it. But So if the show seems a little disorganized, excuse me, I apologize about that. But I am going to take it slow with this Crown Royal tonight. Ooh, that one was a little strong. I think the Crown Royal's on top. But yeah, I think I do agree. Like, marriages do not last like our grandparents used to. Some of the comments on there were kind of strong, if you will. Um, I mean, I don't know how true it is. Like, both sides of my family, with my grandparents, like my grandma didn't feel like she had to stay. She like in the marriage, like she wanted to stay. Like divorce back then was like frowned upon. So if you got married, you were pretty much stuck in it. But nowadays, like women, they're empowered, which is fantastic. So if it's not working for them, they can actually like do their own thing, which is great. Um, like, I feel like I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess. I'm trying my best though. Um, but I had always dreamed of having a relationship like my grandparents had. Like my grandma, she loves to cook, and my grandfather on my mom's side, he used to be a long distance truck driver, so he was gone for like a week or so at a time. I got to stay with her, so she'd have company. But I used to love like being there, like on the days he was supposed to be coming home, because the amount of love that they showed each other when they got to see each other was awesome. And I was like, man, I want that when I grow up, and I got it. And I think that's my wife pulling in right now, who's just getting off of work. So hopefully she'll come in here and get. Oh, that's not my wife. That's a random person. I don't know. I don't know who it is, but sorry, y'all. I always got to be vigilant. I got too many people I need to protect around here. Um, but yeah, I got exactly what I was looking for when I got married. So I couldn't be luckier. If you're watching this show after the fact, after it's posted on when it's live, let me know down there in the comment section. We can always continue this conversation after the fact. I don't see any comments about it in the live portion. So we'll just kick the can down the road a little bit. We can always come back to that topic. But another thing that I was scrolling Facebook and I saw was the amount of people that were angry that people were actually keeping bass. Um, Folks keep bass for many a different reason. Some people, that's all they have to catch. Like, a little pond that's like loaded with bass and you're trying to feed a family, then you go out there, catch a limited bass and feed it to your family. Um, it's all with your like what your license in your state allows. But me personally, I think I'm going to start keeping a little more bass, and it's not more so that I enjoy the taste of bass. Bass is good to me. I can cook it pretty good. I prefer like catfish and crappie and stuff like that. But I'm looking at like keeping bass, and eating them for more along the lines of like a conservation effort. Um, I can think of one pond in particular that I go fishing at, and the bass are like super lean looking. They're all like thin. They look malnourished, and I think it's because they have way too much competition with each other, and it's not like enough of a food source. So I feel like if I call bass every time I'm there, it'll help get the weight of these fish up. So like that's how I'm looking at. I'm looking at it as more of a conservation effort. Um, Whereas I know like tournament fishermen, they want to catch and release, catch and release, catch and release. But I was seeing some of the numbers, and I don't have those numbers right now, but I think it was like 60 or 70% of fish that are released usually don't even make it. Um, Whether it's like mishandling of the fish or It got hooked wrong, and then, like it looked like it swam away fine. But like a day or two later, it dies because the way it got hooked, it can't swallow or something like that, and it can't eat. So I'm looking at more of keeping fish just as a conservation thing, like especially if I look at the fish and I don't think it's going to make it, or say I thought I had a good handle on the fish as I'm taking the hook out, and that thing falls in the bottom of the boat, and the slime coat gets off of it a little bit. That's the open season for bacteria for that fish. I might as well go ahead and throw that in the live well and keep it, because it's probably not going to make it. It's going to get sick and die. I know a lot of people are probably they probably see that viewpoint, but me personally, like if I'm going to be like I'm going to go catch fish with the purpose of eating that fish, I'm probably not going to go for bass. I'll probably go for like crappie or bluegill. Bluegill is an awesome tasting fish, um, and then catfish as well. See, we got old Johnny D in the house. He said, "Hey man, how's it going? It's been a while since I've been able to check in. I'm glad you're able to join. Welcome." We're just talking about keeping bass to eat and whatnot. Um, I know people are like super catch and release, but I'm looking at the catch and release aspect of it, and yeah, I'll probably release some, but I'm thinking about especially some of the ponds that I've been going to that are they seem a little like malnourished. I'm thinking about keeping them there. Johnny D said I need that recipe because I haven't had a bass make me say I want to eat another. I got you. As soon as I catch me something, I'm gonna make a whole video on it. I think it's all about the way I clean them. I've heard a lot of people say that the really big ones aren't that great to eat. I don't know if they're saying that because they want you to throw the big ones back so they have a chance to catch it, or if they really taste bad. I've yet to find out. Most of the bass that I've eaten are like in the 2 pound range, maybe even three. I don't think I've ever ate anything higher than 3 pounds. But like striped bass, aka rockfish, I've eaten plenty of big ones of those, and they taste great. A1 Fisher said, "What's up, everyone?" John D says, "Have y'all ponds thawed out yet?" I drove by a pond in Bowling Green today, and it was completely thawed out. I haven't been able to go down and check out Guardy's yet, um, but it seems like all the rivers and everything are everything looks thawed out. It's supposed to drop down really cold, and we're looking for like wintry mixes and snow and stuff all next week. So everything might freeze back over. I'm hoping not, but I got a gut feeling that it is. So it's just too many cold days in a row. A1 Fisher says people don't like to see you keep bass. Yep, they most definitely do not. A1 said I ate bass before. It's good to me, just my opinion. Yeah, and I think everybody has that opinion too. Like, to me, I love like the bass I've ate. I've loved it. Like deep fried. I haven't baked one yet. If I catch enough, I want to I'll probably fry some, but then I have this recipe that I do with rockfish, striped bass. I want to try it with like largemouth and see if it tastes similar or if it's still good if I cook it that way. I like fillet it and kind of like stuff the fillet with like crab meat and shrimp and stuff. I think it'd still be really good. But yeah, man, I was on Facebook a couple days this week, and all the arguing has already started about people keeping bass. And I was like, geez, I said, well, I think I know what I want to talk about on the show this week. Everyone said, I never looked at your other channel yet, bro. My bad. No, it's all good. The videos are still up there. Actually, I've the last 4 videos that I think it's like 3 or 4 videos that I posted were like different like things like appetizers and stuff that you can make for like your Super Bowl party. I think the very first one I did, we'll actually talk about it in Ode to Cookaholics here in a minute. Well, I just made a couple different appetizers for the Super Bowl that's happening this Sunday, and they came out pretty good. The most recent one I made was a Maryland crab dip that I thought I was gonna have to slap somebody. That thing was so good. Johnny D said the only bass I have ever ate came out of the Dragon Run. It was wintertime and it tasted like I just ate mud out of the creek it was in. Yeah, I think I don't know what I haven't fished in Dragon Run yet, so I'm not sure what bait fish or anything is in there. But if it tastes like mud, then that's not good. You need shoes on your feet. Little fella trying to come out here and he ain't got to lick his shoes on. um, but yeah, it like bass to me is pretty good. I'm gonna try to go fishing for some catfish tomorrow, but as soon as I'm able to drop the boat in the water and I can start going for bass again, um, especially if I go to a couple ponds where I know that they're overpopulated and they could use a good culling. I'll keep some bass and bring it here to throw in the deep fryer and like bake it up and show you guys how I do it. Johnny D said the muddy taste. That's why he hasn't tried it again. Anyone said, is it because the water is muddy? That's why they taste like that. I'm assuming so. I can't remember where Dragon Run is, but what I do with any of my fish really is I bleed them, and I feel like that gets rid of the a lot of the bad taste. And what I also do is when you fillet them, like if you look at the fillet, you'll see like red meat on the side. If you fillet that off, that takes away a lot of the bad flavor too. Like the muddy taste, the really really fishy taste, all that good stuff. You don't have to fillet much off. It's almost like a layer of fat, if you will. It's and I think that's where a lot of that bad flavor is stored in. See, we got a little fella in the house. He's probably the perfect witness to the next segment that we're gonna kick off here in a little bit, because he's tasted all these things that I've cooked, and he loves every last one of them. So I think we're actually going to go ahead and kick that off. So let's go ahead and go do our segment called "Ode to the Cookaholics." So let's see, what do we want to talk? I think the first thing I made was the chicken flautas. Let's go ahead and talk about that. This is what they look like right here. It's going to pull up. There we go. Yeah, these are shredded chicken wrapped in. These are flour tortillas. You could definitely do corn. I think the corn was tastes better, but a lot of people didn't. In my house, for some reason, they do not like corn tortillas. But what did you think of the chicken flautas?
They were good, especially with that taco sauce.
The taco sauce one.
Yeah.
See, the thing about the chicken flautas is In this one, like I did the quick version of it, and all I did was take like 4 or 5 chicken breasts, and I boiled them in water until they were done, and shredded them up. Then you could take them in. I think I did 3 flavors, 3 or 4 flavors.
Yeah, you did like three, four.
Three or four flavors. In the video that I did on the Simple Life, you just take a batch of chicken and season it. Like I did barbecue sauce in one. You roll it up, throw it in the oven. I did an Asian one that was really really good. That was probably one of my favorites, like a teriyaki. And then a Cajun one. You can season these things up however you want. Like if you're in the lemon and pepper, you can do that. If you like buffalo, you can get your favorite buffalo, like sauce it up, wrap it up, and throw it in the oven. The shell comes out really really crunchy, and they're nice and handheld, so they make for like the perfect Super Bowl snack. I've since I did so many of them, I like sprayed them with like olive oil and threw them in the oven so they were nice and crunchy. You can shove some toothpicks in them so they stay together, and you can deep fry them bad boys too, and they just come out phenomenal. But yeah, you can do that with chicken. I've done it with pork before. I haven't done it with beef yet, but that's one of the next things I want to try. I just got to find me a good cut that can shred up really, really good. The next thing I made was spinach and artichoke dip, and here's me dipping into it. I wish I would have put more spinach in it, but again, the spinach and artichoke dip was phenomenal. Whenever I make it, it never makes it to the next day. It's just really really good. Like Applebee's is where I first tried it at. And then I found a recipe and kind of tweaked it. I do a little something with the spinach because I cook it prior and get some flavor going in it. Like this guy, he like specifically asked for spinach and artichoke dip. Now I've never met a kid his age that wants to eat spinach. When I was his age, the only person that I knew that ate spinach was Popeye the Sailor Man.
Hmm.
You don't even know who Popeye the Sailor Man is.
Nobody's name sure does sound funny.
Hmm. I made buffalo chicken dip too, but I don't have a picture of that. Um, Everybody likes the buffalo chicken dip too. That usually goes like that. Um, doesn't last long. You all right? Cold? Yeah, this heater, like me being right under it, it gets me good. So I'm imagining it doesn't have to
Mhm.
it doesn't reach you apparently.
It kind of reaches the forehead, but
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Shane? Welcome to the live show. Man, A1 said he didn't start eating spinach until I got in my 40s. Man, don't feel bad because I just started eating spinach like a year or two ago, and I regret every bit of it. Man, when I saute some spinach up here with just a little bit of garlic and a little bit of butter and just saute it until it's wilted, I could eat like Food Line sells like a stalk of it. I could eat the whole stalk of it by myself. I regret it so much not eating spinach coming up. Oh, the next thing was the star of the show, this Maryland crab dip that I made. Oh my goodness. You hear a little fellow over here. The picture's trying to pull up now. I did this all stovetop. You don't have to throw it in the oven unless you really want to. But I used a mixture of special meat, special. It wasn't claw, a lump. There we go, and lump crab meat. A little bit of cream cheese, Old Bay, some other seasonings and stuff. You'll have to catch the video to see exactly what I put in there. But man, oh man, I thought people were going to really, really fight over that. Um, the crab dip, it actually lasted until the next day, but the next once everybody found out that I made it, it was gone. It didn't stand a chance. Johnny D says I like spinach a lot, so I'll definitely be trying it. Shay said it looks great. I do have a stuffed fish recipe. I haven't made a video on it yet, but if you can find some lump crab meat and some of the really like fine baby shrimp, I like to bake it all together in the oven. I'll wrap it up in aluminum foil, throw some butter in the crab meat, a little bit of Old Bay, salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder. Every once in a while, I'll throw like peppers in it, but you wrap it up and throw it in the oven, like kind of like steam it a little bit, if you will. And once it's close to that, I'll open up the aluminum foil so it can brown a little bit, like on the broil setting. And then I take it out and chow down. It's delicious. Hmm? No, I'm talking about uh, stuffed fish.
Oh,
He was asking me if I was talking about hobo packs. He heard the foil and wrapping it up. We have a night here where we do hobo packs. I wish I had some pictures of it, but when I tell you it's a smorgasbord and you make it how you want it and everybody loves it, literally all I do is I'll light the grill, prepare some protein. We usually go all out to it. We do like beef, like little steak tips or whatever, chicken, shrimp, bacon, and then I do a whole bunch of vegetables like potatoes, peppers, squash, zucchini, onion. You literally like take whatever you want and put it in some aluminum foil, season it up, throw some oil on it, wrap it up, and throw it on the grill until it's done. Once it's done, you peel it open, and you just eat it right out of the foil pack, and everybody enjoys it so much. I'm pretty sure now that I mention it, if somebody heard me, we're probably going to have to do a hobo pack night here again.
yeah, it's been a while since we did it.
Yeah. It's been about a month since we did hobo pack.
Mm.
I think that was all. Oh no, that wasn't all the fishing pictures I got.
You made a whole bunch of food over the week.
Mm-hmm. Like last night, I was craving like a homemade hamburger. Like you guys remember back in the day when you would ask your mom, they were like, "Hey, can we go to McDonald's?" And she would look you in the back seat, and that she would be like, "We got McDonald's at home," and then she would go on to take you home and take out some hamburger meat and make one of the most bomb hamburgers you've ever had in your life. I did that yesterday when I came home, and it looks kind of funny, but here's the picture of it right here. It is a pretty thick burger. Almost looks like a Krabby Patty a little bit, but this thing was juicy. It was delicious. Like I had trouble. I had to like mush it down to be able to get it in my mouth, but straight fire. As you can see, it was on the paper plate and everything, just like my mom would do. Like, here's your McDonald's, and we had waffle fries. I didn't have any waffle fries though.
Just regular stuff.
Yeah, y'all ate all the fries before I could get any.
Oh, I thought you got some on your plate. Oh,
Nope. I was eating some as I was cooking them.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's on. Queen's on here. Hey, Queen. That Gavin's cracking up. A1 said, "What am I sipping on?" I am sipping on my own little concoction here of Crown Royal Blackberry. I've been sipping on this for like the last 3 weeks now. But tonight I mixed it with this wild cherry and cream Pepsi. It's to me it's actually pretty good. I didn't like it at first sip, but the more I sipped on it, it kind of grew on me. Um, I was smoking it with. It might have been I was smoking it with this apple Black and Mild. If I would have got the cream flavored one, like everything probably would have paired like great together. Yeah, he can come on out here. He want to be on a live too, I guess.
I still remember the cookout we had.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so I got me another smoker coming. I've got a this will be my third smoker. I've got a regular stick build, um a stick log smoker back here in the backyard. Then I have a vertical propane smoker, and I have a pellet smoker coming. It's a Z Grills smoker. Going to be smoking with that every so often. But yeah, I can't wait for that to get here and to put it together. That'll probably be a video within itself. Um, I got a pork shoulder in the deep freezer, like just waiting to be smoked, and I think that's going to be the first thing I smoke in it. Quee said black and mild, taking it way back. Yes, ma'am, I am. I didn't have time to go to the cigar store and get a proper cigar, so I stopped in the new Royal Farms up the street. It's a little town called Port Royal. Like, if you don't pay attention to the sign that you're driving into Port Royal, you'll miss it. But you probably won't miss it now because they got a brand new Royal Farms that opened up like last week. So I stopped in there. I was looking for the new Dr. Pepper Blackberry because I wanted to pair that with this Crown Royal Blackberry and see how it tasted. But apparently, I think in this area, I think they only have it in Food Lion. So I didn't have time to go to Food Lion. So I stopped in Royal Farms. I saw this and I got the wild cherry and cream. And then I saw that they had apple black and milds. So I was like, well, that's what I'm smoking and drinking on tonight's live show. So got that over here. And that's what I've been rocking with tonight. You all right, Chunks?
Cold.
I bet he is. He trying to figure out what's going on. That's Chunks, everybody. Old Chunks is out here tonight, too. Quee said, "Where's Janess? She's still at work trying to get her store together. She should be on her way home though. I've been kind of waiting on her. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I've been trying to. She probably doesn't want to call and interrupt the live, so I've been sitting here waiting to see if she's going to come and see what we're going to do for dinner. It's going to be a crazy late dinner tonight, but I'm starving. That's why I'm not drinking so much tonight because I don't. I literally have nothing on my stomach, and I know if I drink any more, I'm gonna not be able to. I probably won't even be able to ride in the truck and let alone drive one. So Shane said, "Is that a Doberman puppy?" Man, I wish it was a Doberman puppy. You won't believe this, but that's actually a Chihuahua. Like hold him up so they can see his whole body. Look how big he is, like being a Chihuahua. He does actually kind of look like a Doberman a little bit, but I like it's something I didn't know. Like I knew there were Chihuahuas, but I didn't know that there were like separate like breeds, if you will, of Chihuahua. Like the only one I can remember off the top of my head is the Applehead Chihuahua, which he's not. That's your little like you know your like Taco Bell Chihuahua, like your Gato Taco Bell. That's an Applehead. I forget what it is. He is, but he's believe it or not, he's a Chihuahua.
He's just a regular chihuahua. Looks like a chihuahua mixed with a Rottweiler. If you see his
Not a
teeth.
Rottweiler.
His teeth are sharp as heck. I cut my finger.
But yeah, that's why we call him Chunks is because he's so big. Like I've never really seen like a Chihuahua get that big before. Man, so I asked it earlier. I don't think anyone was in. It was more so for the people that like watch it after the fact. But who do y'all got winning the Super Bowl on Sunday? Or should I say, who do you want to win the Super Bowl? Because I got a gut feeling it's going to be the Chiefs, but everybody I've talked to wants it to be the Eagles. Um, I feel like everybody I've talked to that wants it to be the Eagles, they want it to be the Eagles because they felt like the Chiefs have been handed games, like they've been getting like crucial penalties that essentially turn the game in their favor. So that everybody wants to see the Eagles win. But To me, it's a little bit deep. I want to see the Eagles win so they can get their vindication from a couple years ago when they lost in the Super Bowl against them. They're both young quarterbacks, and they both got great teams, so they'll definitely be back. But I think I want to see the Eagles win this one. That's coming from a Cowboys fan too, so it kind of hurts a little bit.
And good thing is the game starts at 6.
Yep, game starts at 6. I think I wanted to blow up. I have this like I think it's a 90-inch projector, like blow up projector. I wanted to blow that up and show the game on the big screen with the projector out here in the yard and like split up some wood to throw in the fire pit. But it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I'm still going to try and fish in the rain, but I know all my wood and stuff is wet because I don't have it covered up, and I don't think it's going to burn all that great. So I might just sit here underneath the propane heater that I got going next to me, throw a sheet over the door, and put the projector over here and try to watch the game outside underneath of this. Oh, hey, what's going on, Brad? Long time no see, man. Hope everything's going good down there in Texas. A1 Fisher said wants the Eagles to win, but we know it won't happen. The league is trying to create a dynasty team. Yeah, I think I agree with that. It's like they're trying to have the Patriots 2.0.
I actually forgot the Patriots was a football team.
They've got the Patriots. Yeah, they're not looking too good.
Yeah, yeah. Rather than anyone knows their team.
Yeah. The Cowboys didn't look all that great this year.
Yeah, first time ever in a while since they make the playoffs.
Right. Their life is good. Just showing some love. I appreciate it.
Inside Trump. Trump,
You went inside?
Inside? Nope.
You just looking.
Yep. Now he going to use the bathroom. Go.
I think this year I want to try to take him out on the boat and see how he likes it.
Gonna have to hold on real tight.
His mom didn't really like car rides too much, so I didn't want to take her out on the boat. He'll get in the car and ride for a little bit and be fine, but I'm gonna see how it all works out with the boat.
I can already see what's happening.
What? You think he's gonna bark at the dog and bark at the fish?
Yeah. Every time you try to catch one.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to like put a cage on there though.
Yeah. I think somebody's booing that I like the Cowboys fan. Like I'm a Cowboys fan. Shane said he's a Cowboys fan too. Yeah. I almost considered filing for divorce from the Cowboys, but I said I'm gonna stick with them. I'm gonna be loyal. I don't want to seem like a bandwagon, but at least maybe even divorce him until Jerry is out of the picture. But Jerry's gonna hold on to the reins. Like, this is gonna sound like crazy to say, but I think when Jerry's deathbed, he's gonna write like a 10-year plan of what he wants to happen with the Cowboys and like get it all notarized and stuff like that. And sell it to one of his kids, and his kids will follow that 10-year plan. And next thing you know, they're going to be looking like the Browns that year. They were 0-16.
like they lost 0 games.
No, they won 0 games.
I feel bad for the Browns.
Hey, what's going on, Randall? Well, it's definitely been a long time since I've seen you out here on the live. I know you're a busy man, so I definitely understand if you you haven't been on in a while. Even Evan is on. Like Evan's on Jensen.
Oh.
A1 Fisher said he's a Washington fan here. Man, as a Cowboys fan, like Washington is looking really good.
Yeah,
That Jaden Daniels, man. something.
Y'all talking about the Washington Commanders?
Hmm.
Ever since like the 1990s, since they
Yeah,
made it this close.
and they won a playoff game way more recent than we've won one.
Actually, I feel bad for them. They got smoked by the Eagles.
That was a good game.
Literally got smoked by the Eagles 50 something to like 20 something.
Randall said, "Yeah, with all that stuff that happened in my family with my son, yeah, man, you've been in my prayers lately. I saw that and it kind of broke my heart. Well, not kind of, it did. So I've been praying for y'all. I'm just pouring soda, you guys. No more Crown Royal for me.
What does it taste like?
What does what taste like?
So,
This? Oh, it tastes like Pepsi.
just regular Pepsi.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Coke.
Hopefully, we get to see you guys this year. Miss you. Well, I don't know if you've talked to your mom yet. I don't even know if Janessa's talked to your mom yet, but I put in my PTO time in June. So that's going to be happening. We're actually going to be driving out to see y'all here pretty this year. So I can't wait. You're going to have to put me on some more of those trout so we can have another little fish fry next time we come on out there. Mm-hmm. No, 5 because it's February.
Oh,
Oh, Charlie horse.
sorry, this.
Yeah, my leg's cramping. I've been changing combination on locks on a bank that's opening, and it's been a lot of like kneeling and squatting because all the safes are low. So just been down on the floor just doing that all day, and I wanted to go, like sit normal, like ergonomically correct, and bent my leg back, and it was like, nope, Charlie horse, take that. So now I got to stretch my leg out a little bit.
Yeah, why did they need someone to like come open the safe? Like, why can't they just do it themselves? They got the code.
Well, they can open. What it was is it used to be one bank, but then that bank moved and left the bank empty. So it left all the combinations behind. And this new bank bought the building, and they moved in, and I had to go and change the combinations so somebody from the old bank couldn't come in and open it because they know the combo. So I changed all the combos for them. So now that can't happen.
So like you gotta change like a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I already did. I spent the whole day doing that today.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Jesus. I don't know if that was the Pepsi, the wild cherry, or the cream that got you breathing like that. Yeah, you almost blew the camera over.
Yeah, I did kind of move a little. Oh, hi, Sean, come inside. Inside. Come on, inside. Come on.
Man,
What
you
is
going
it?
inside too?
And I think the dog want to go one.
Oh,
Inside. Inside. Inside.
see, we got 9:05. I got to pick my daughter up from work at 10 o'clock. I'll probably end the live around 9:30 or so. I'll go start her car up that she bought that I'm trying to teach her how to drive in. I usually drive to work early, and I'll hop over in the passenger seat and let her drive on home. Although, since I've had a little bit to drink tonight, I probably shouldn't be the one to go out there. Although I'm not fine, but I don't want to have any alcohol in my system and get out on the road. It's not a good idea. You got to drink responsibly and whatnot.
That's what makes it easy.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, I'm looking at trying to get the Simple Life of Bigfella channel growing, and been posting cooking videos over there, and excuse me, that cough has been like sneaking up for me. Um Been wanting to do some like vlog style videos. Definitely been doing some cooking videos, but um, I'm challenging myself to try to branch out to other cuisines. I was doing it for a good while. Um, making like Chinese food or what's another cuisine I made? Italian, like all from scratch. So there was like this wheel I would spin and it would choose the cuisine. I think I got like Korean, Chinese, American, of course, barbecue, stuff like that. Indian. I would like to really try to cook some African food too, but I want to try to pick that back up and try to cook some different cuisines. But I'm also you remember the burger store I told you about how whenever I'd ask my mom if we could go somewhere, she would always say we have that at home. I'm going to start a series on the Simple Life of Bigfella with that. Um, it might even have the kids like, "Hey, can we go to Applebee's?" And I'm like, "We got Applebee's at home," and then try to cook some of the popular Applebee's dishes or something like that. Um, I want to try to get that channel good and going. But also I'm gonna do some. I've been debating on like because I'm gonna do some catch and cooks too. Since that's like an outdoors thing, I'm thinking about still posting that kind of stuff on this channel instead of on the other channel. Just on all like how I want it to like be logistically. I might just post a video on both channels. Who knows? Randolph said, "Laugh out loud." My grandma always said that, and over half the time, hers was better. Man, I don't think you were on in the live just yet, but I was craving a homemade hamburger because I remember like back in the day, I was like, "Mom, can we go to McDonald's?" And she would be like, "We got McDonald's at home." So I was craving just a homemade hamburger earlier in the week. I showed a picture to everybody, but here's the homemade hamburger I made a couple days ago. Nice and thick, juicy burger. It was all moist. It was delicious, man. J Dub's Adventure just joined us. Howdy, how's it going? Thank you very much for joining the live. But yeah, like just about every time. I mean, I was always upset that we didn't get to go for the experience, but it was definitely mostly always better than wherever it was I was trying to go. But of course, my palate wasn't too expanded back then, so it was always McDonald's or Burger King or something along those lines. Popeyes. Yeah, that Chick-fil-A night. We're gonna try to make some Chick-fil-A nuggets. Blake said that burger looked good. Man, was it like I had to like smash it down to be able to like actually eat it. But man, that thing was seasoned really good. Yeah, I think I cooked like 9 burgers, and I think there were like 3 or 4 left. There were 3 left, and apparently he came home from school looking for one, and they were all gone.
Yeah. As it said,
Oh. Yeah, I looked at that burger and I was like, man, this joint looked like a Krabby Patty. Like those of you that watched SpongeBob back in the day, it looked like a Krabby Patty stacked all high. Randall said, I just found a local family that raises and sells fresh meat, and I bought some ground beef, and it was awesome. They sell beef, lamb, pork, and chicken. Man, I would love to find something like that local to me. The only place that I can think of that does it is out in the Shenandoah Valley. It's like 2.5, 3 hours from me. Stevens City is a place called Gore's, and every so often you can catch them, and they're selling like I think the like selling pork ribs like $1 a pound. And my father-in-law would go up there and load up. He'd like take a cooler and just buy like 100 pounds of ribs and bring them back and throw it in the freezer. We'd be eating on ribs for a good while. Chunks came back. I was like, he went inside for a split second, but now he's like sitting here looking like right up in my face.
You don't he's scratching the window.
No,
No.
he's trying to protect the house. He helps me with that.
No.
No. We're safe. We're safe. We're safe. Now you got the dog down the street barking. This is a young couple that has a farm. You go straight to the farm and buy it. Oh man, that's not bad. He's down the street, or she's down the street.
Bro, this dog is cracking me up.
You started a chain reaction. Now they I wish y'all can hear. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but they got a dog down the street barking, and then there's a dog down from that. So it sounds like a chain reaction all the way down.
I can have a talk to
It's okay.
It's okay.
He's got that Chihuahua bark, so like, he may look like a little miniature Doberman, but as soon as he barks, he got that Chihuahua bark. Dude, we are safe.
We are okay.
It's people that stay there. You got to get it out of the system. All right, it's good. It's all right. It's okay. They haven't had enough, I guess. You tell them, Trump. You tell them. You need some water? Go get some water. Take them in the house to get a drink.
Come on, Chunk, inside. Thirsty? Thirsty, Chunk?
Good, inside.
Inside. Come on, bro. Bro, come on. Come on. Come on. The dude here better be lucky.
A1 said, bro, that burger looks like it will put you in a food coma. It did. Randall said his dogs are confused now. Yeah, I think all the dogs down the street are like, yo, what's going on? But yeah, man, that burger, it put me down for the count. I ate that, and I don't even think I went and sat on the couch. I think I went like sat on the edge of the bed just like this, and was like scrolling through Facebook or whatever, and called it a night. I just laid back like this, and swung the feet over in the bed and put my cooling blanket. Now leave them in the house so he can warm up some. I had a couple other food pictures on here too. Let me see. Oh, these. I cooked some pork chops from Costco. Like I love Costco's pork chops. They're like the thick ones. Like I just threw them on a grill. Them things were delicious. Tried to get the grill lines good and going on there. There we go. The picture wouldn't come down for some reason. Randall said my dogs heard yours and they were looking around the house trying to find the dog that was barking. Trunk started a whole chain reaction.
It's in summer. Chain reaction still going on.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. But yeah, for those of you that missed it at the beginning of the show, I officially put in my vacation time. Going to be attacking 5 or 6 different states this year for fishing the 50. Um, Took 2 weeks off in June, and we're going to drive from Virginia all the way to the state of Washington to see some family friends. Super excited about that. Me and the wife, we planned the trip there. As far as like where we're going, going to start leave Virginia and go to Peoria, Illinois, where there's a Bass Pro Shop that sits right on the water out there, and some hotels in front of that. So we're going to stay there and try to fish, in Illinois, see if I can catch a fish there. And then from there, beeline it to Mount Rushmore in South Dakota, try to hit some fish there as well. And then I'm going to be fishing out there in Washington as well. I haven't really planned the way back yet. We might cut through Nebraska and try to fish there, maybe hit a little bit of Missouri. Um, while I'm there, I might, since it's on the east coast of the east coast, the eastern part of Washington, it's pretty close to Idaho, and Idaho is just a little bit of ways across that little panhandle part. Be right in Montana too, so I might try to hit those. Um, Also, they're trying to send me to training for work in Kentucky for a week, so I'll probably take the fishing rod and try to knock out Kentucky as well. So I got quite a bit of states that I want to be trying to hit. I see Randall asked me if I was coming to Georgia. I wish I was coming to Georgia this year, but I might try to do it next year. Because I can get to Georgia in like 8 hours. I think Atlanta was like 9 for me. Um, so I want to try to hit Georgia and catch me some fish down there. I know there are some nice fishing holes there. Um, but yeah, I'm super excited about trying to check off some more of these states. And I even want to try to like fish some of the states that I can get to and back and forth in like a day trip. Like leave early in the morning, get out there, fish, and then come back that night. Places like West Virginia, I could do that. Parts of Tennessee, maybe. Delaware, I already did New Jersey. Did Pennsylvania. Haven't done New York yet, but it's looking real feasible for me to check off quite a few states this year. So I'm super duper excited. I can't wait to get back out there in Washington and try to catch some trout.
Speaking of Atlanta, remember that what was that
What?
restaurant called in Atlanta?
Which one?
It was the one that we stopped before we went to our hotel.
I can't remember.
The food there was good.
The food everywhere in Georgia was good. Where we stopped.
No, it was Atlanta.
Atlanta's in Georgia.
Oh, but it's a different state.
Oh man. Well, you guys, it's about 9:20. I need to find me some food, and I need to make sure my daughter has a ride from work. If not, I'm gonna have to. I'm not I'm not even the slightest bit tipsy, but like I'll let this course through my system a little bit, and see if I can give her a ride home from work. Let her do the driving. But so I'm gonna go ahead and end the live here. It was a pleasure having all of you guys on tonight. When I tell you guys, I always look forward to doing these live shows on Fridays, and seems like 8 o'clock is the trick. Getting started then. So from now on, the lives will be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm actually going to try to start moving into more of a formatted show where we have the different segments. Um, May even try to have some special guests on here as well. Or even if one of you guys wanted to like get on and talk, I found that even I can send a link and you can do it right from your phone, and we can get on here and just have conversations and whatnot. I'd be more than happy to do that. Talk fishing, talk hunting, or whatever. But again, I really, really thank all of you for joining me tonight. I will catch you guys in the next live, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, next Friday. Hopefully I'll be able to put a fishing video out. Plan on trying to go catfish tomorrow. Depends on how heavy the rain is. I'll be fine with it, but I know somebody that will be looking to try to tag along. So if it's raining too hard, I probably won't go because I don't want to make him jealous. But everybody, y'all be safe. Have a great, fantastic weekend. If if you want your pictures, because I just thought about this. Sorry. If you guys are like fishing and stuff already, and you want your catches to be shown in one of the segments, you can email them to me, or if you have me on Facebook, you can send them to me on Facebook Messenger as well. Any food that you cook, I'll put those in Ode to the Cookaholics. I have like little graphics and everything to like kick off these segments that I haven't used in a long time, and I'm kind of antsy to get them back up and going again. So if you have any fish catches or good food pictures that you want to see in the live show, definitely send those to me. I'll be more than happy to put them in here. But I want to thank you all again, and you guys enjoy your weekend and enjoy the rest of your night as well.